Alright, we gotta talk about this. Let me take you to the Bears game, and we're in the middle of concluding the choke job of a century, but in the midst of all this choking, there has been a solid through line, which is the Vikings just making a few more plays on special teams than the Bears. I mean, the parallels are eerily similar. Santos and Reichard both had 2 field goal attempts, but Santos missed his 50, while Reichard nailed a 59-yarder. The Bears only put up 37 yards of punt return on 4 punt return attempts, while the Vikings put up 68 yards in the same amount, averaging an entire first down more per return attempt. And of course, with 7 minutes left in the game, the Vikings only ahead by a single field goal, they were able to block a punt and set up incredibly good field position on a punt that could have absolutely turned the tide and buried them, putting the favor back in the Bears. But one of the most hotly debated plays from the entire night was the final kickoff for the Bears. 2 minutes and 2 seconds left in the game, and you need to not have a single second go off on this kickoff to give you a fighting chance at having time left in the game, and Carlos Santos kicks it and it comes down short, only 5 yards deep in the end zone, so it gets brought out, which wastes those 2 seconds and the 2-minute warning, and effectively ends the game as the Bears would only get the ball back with 9 seconds, instead of potentially 40 plus seconds that stopping the clock would have provided. Now, aside from the fact that it's a rare situation to be in, this is what can happen if your kicker doesn't have a 75 plus yard kickoff leg, which is honestly rarely needed. But what the Bears failed to realize is that there was another way to get this ball to the opposing offense without starting the clock. Like, for instance, the easiest way, easier than kicking it out of the back of the end zone by a mile, would be to just kick the ball off the tee onto the ground in front of you. This would be an illegal kick short of the landing zone, which automatically gives the Vikings the ball at the 40, but that's only 5 yards further than giving them a touchback, and there's no chance of your kicker hitting it too short. There's also ways you can just kick it out of bounds, but ultimately this is just a weird corner case where you hit a game-losing kickoff, and I'm surprised they even tried to kick it that far with that much time left on the clock and with how much was on the line. But I'll be interested to see if other teams try different strategies moving forward.
And a decision by Ty Chandler, which is a good decision.